Hello, it's me again, Delightful Soul. How are you doing out there? I hope everyone is doing well. And welcome to my channel. And as always, I thank you for watching. So if you are returning, thank you. And if this is your first time, please subscribe to hear more content. I would love to hear your opinion about this story. So comment below. Now let's get into this video. This is not a video to retry Tory Lanez, for the verdict has already been rendered guilty on all three charges. Here are some takeaways from the trial. Meg Thee Stallion's testimony. Meg, Pete, her last name, took the witness stand. And she recounted the events that led up to the night when she was allegedly shot and injured by Lanez, and said that she wished that she had not survived because of the intense vitriol and attack she faced after speaking out. Meg goes on to say that this has messed up my whole life. I don't even want to be on this earth no more.
So I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance. And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been
testified that she got out of the car following an argument with Lanez, and she walked away. She turned her head and saw him with a gun. According to a reporter with the Los Angeles ABC station, KABC, who was in the courtroom. She goes on to say that he was holding a gun, pointing it at me, and claimed that he said, dance, B, and fired his gun, injuring both of her feet. I froze. I felt shocked, she said. I wasn't really sure if this was happening. I looked at the ground and saw the blood. Everyone was shocked. Meg's main message was that she's a victim of a shooting, and that's what this case is about. And that's the truth. End of story. While she was on the stand, Meg also said that Lanez apologized to her after the alleged shooting and offered her money to stay silent. She said he was like, please don't say anything. I'll give you millions, she said, recounting the alleged conversation she said took place the night of the incident as police arrived on the scene. During the trial, prosecutors presented to the jury a recorded phone call of Lanez appearing to apologize to Megan after he was arrested the night of the shooting. The phone call, which Lanez made from jail, was recorded and played at the trial. Another takeaway is Tory Lanez pleads not guilty. Tory did not take the witness stand, but his attorneys argued that their client was not the shooter, and yet recognizing that Megan was injured. Megan was shot that evening. Tory Lanez's legal name is Daystar Peterson. He was charged with one felony count, each of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, personal use of a firearm, and carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, according to charging documents obtained by ABC News. And then earlier this month of December, an additional felony charge, the felony count of discharging a firearm with gross negligence, all the while pleading not guilty to all three felony counts in this case. And meanwhile, the defense attorney suggested that someone else had the gun.
like, I'm so over this shit. And y'all gotta know, I am the nicest, the most calm, just cool ass woman. Like, don't be fucking with nobody. I don't do nothing to nobody. But y'all motherfuckers really dragging it. Like, I tried to just be cool, stay out the way, because at the end of the day, I'm really a real bitch. Like, I'm from Houston. I'm from the motherfucking South Side. It ain't like let me go run and tell my business to the motherfucking internet. Let me go run and tell my business to the police. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been that type of person. Like, but I'm not gonna let y'all keep playing in my face. And I'm not gonna let this nigga keep playing in my face either. So, since y'all hoes so worried about it, yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit. Stop lying. Why lie? I don't understand. I tried to keep the situation off the internet, but you dragging it. You really fucking dragging it. Motherfuckers talking about I hit this nigga. I never hit you. Motherfuckers was like, oh, she mad because he's trying to fuck with Kylie. No, I wasn't. Like, you dry shot me. Like, everybody in the car, it's only 4 motherfuckers in the car. Me, you, my homegirl, and your security. Everybody in the car arguing. I'm in the front seat. This nigga in the back seat. I'll get out the car. I'm done arguing. I don't want to argue no more. I'll get out. I'm walking away. This nigga from out the back seat of the car started shooting me. You shot me. I ain't get caught by no glass, but let me tell you why they saying that. When the police, because the people in the neighborhood, there's a witness. When the police came, because the neighbors called the police. This did not happen at Kylie house. This happened damn near back at the house I was staying at. I was just trying to get home. We was 5 minutes away from my spot. The police come. I'm scared. All this shit going on with the police is shooting motherfuckers for anything. The police was literally killing black people for no motherfucking reason. Soon as the police tell us all get out the motherfucking car, the police is really aggressive. You think I'm about to tell the police that we niggas, us black people, got a gun in the car? You want me to tell the laws that we got a gun in the car so they can shoot all of us up? Nigga, I'm scared. It's a fucking helicopter over us and some more shit. Why the fuck would I tell the laws somebody got a gun in this car and this nigga shot me? So I can get shot, you can get shot, she can get shot, he can get shot. I didn't tell the police what happened immediately right then because I didn't want to die. I don't want the police to shoot me because it's a nigga with a gun in the car. I'm leaking, I'm bleeding. The motherfucker somebody I'm lying, bitch. Did I pay a helicopter to come over me and record my feet leaking blood? No. How the fuck I'ma fake that? I didn't tell the police nothing because I didn't want us to get in no more trouble than what we was already about to get in. The fuck? I get to the motherfucking hospital, the police bitch being so rude to me. Well, what's going on? Like, da-da-da-da, you're being detained, da-da-da. Ma'am, I'm being detained, I'm leaking. But I'm still not saying what happened. Shit crazy. The motherfucking doctor, the police finally let me go. I ain't go to jail. Them 3 motherfuckers went to jail. I get to the hospital, the doctors do x-rays on my feet. Oh, ma'am, you got bullets in your feet, got bullet fragments in your other foot. I'm thinking the doctors is the police, so I'm still trying not to tell them, like, no, I didn't know I got shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared. Like, I've never been shot before. I don't have to lie about that. Why would I lie? You want me to be a bad person so bad, and y'all motherfuckers want to believe the lie before you believe the truth. Stop trying to come on the internet acting like a black woman, a grown-ass black woman, really got any reason to be lying on another grown-ass black man when all the shit fucked up going on in the world right now. If you really want to tell the motherfucking truth, I tried to save this nigga. Even though he shot me, I tried to spare him. And y'all motherfuckers is not sparing me. That's crazy. That's fucked up. I go through so much shit on a daily basis anyway. Then to have to get on the motherfucking internet where I'm just trying to make my music, do my shit, pop my shit like the bitch I always been. And I'm trying to save niggas. And y'all on the internet talking about, oh, bitch, you ain't get shot. Oh, bitch, you this. Oh, free tour. That nigga not in jail. He not in jail because I didn't tell the laws what happened as soon as it happened. And I should have. I'm smart. prison. Stop fucking lying on me. Stop fucking acting like black women is the motherfucking problem. Stop acting like black women is aggressive when all they be doing is speaking the motherfucking facts and you motherfuckers can't handle it. Stop spreading lies. Stop getting on the internet acting like this shit your motherfucking diary. Stop lying on people. Truth motherfucking is, bitch, you shot me. You scared to come tell everybody that you fucking shot me, and you got your whole fucking team on the internet lying, trying to cover your motherfucking ass. And I'm tired of it. Stop doing that shit. Stop dragging me, and y'all motherfuckers don't even know what really motherfucking happened. Y'all niggas wasn't there. Y'all motherfuckers be so quick. Oh, but bitch, you a dry snitch. Oh, da-da-da. Who? You niggas talk more than bitches do. You niggas gonna tell on other people quicker than a bitch will. So don't ever play in my face like I'm wrong. Y'all niggas don't know no code. Y'all niggas don't know no loyalty. I don't even know where half you motherfuckers be from on the internet. Stop playing with me and don't play in my face no more. Okay?
And this is where a lot of confusion has taken place with blogs and reporters and outside opinion. Some say that gun shot residue was not present on Tory. Some say it was inconclusive, and some said there was evidence that the gunshot residue was there. All three was also said by the friend Kelsey, and we'll get to her later on. But there was testimony from the LA police criminalist saying that the DNA of 4 males was found on the firearm magazine, and while Lanez's DNA was not found, it doesn't mean he didn't touch it. And he also testified that the test for the presence of Lanez's DNA profile on the gun was inconclusive, which means neither present or not. The Girls Are Fighting said that the criminologist #Tory Lanez defense team hired who tests to see if Tory Lanez DNA was on the gun magazine is not only unaccredited but testified that he teaches seminars on how to get over on DNA results to prove the client is innocent. #We stand with Megan. #Megan Thee Stallion. Let's take a look at this.
Up in the last 2 days. You never mentioned that the 2 women, the DNA for the XX chromosomes were not tested. You never even raised a theory or a question or a concern about that. So why all of a sudden does that matter now? Then this is when they start wearing me out. Mind you, I'm sitting in front. The prosecutor says, "Sir, how much are you getting paid to be here today?" The man said, $250 an hour. He said, "How much are you going to get paid for today?" The man said, $6,250. He said, "How much are you getting paid for this testimony?" The man said, $6,250. He said, "Sir, is it true that you only testify for the defense?" Well, 90% of it. He said, "Is it true that you go to defense seminars and addressing DNA that implicates your client, and you teach the defense and do seminars on coaching, how to, how to get through the DNA that implicates your client is guilty?" Yes. "Is it true that you drum up business for defense attorneys because you predominantly testify for defense attorneys?" Yes. "Is it true that you go and talk to seminars for businesses from defense attorneys?" Sir, how much money did you make in 2021, non-COVID year, from private attorneys like Tory Lanez's attorney? The man said he made over $1 million.
And another takeaway here is the doctor describes Megan's foot injuries after the shooting and showed x-rays to the jury. The doctor said that he assisted in operating on her feet after she was shot on July 12, 2020, where she received stitches and stayed in the hospital overnight. Pointing to the x-ray, the doctor identified bullet fragments on the back of the heel of both of Pete's feet. And Megan also had a chance to describe her injuries during her testimony. She said she couldn't walk for a while and had nerve damage. She still have nerve damage, is what she said. But the doctor did not say that he did not identify nerve damage, but added that some small bullet fragments still remain in her feet because removing pieces so small could cause more damage. And he included that the metal objects that remain could be painful. Well, there was a witness, and this was a neighbor who lived in the area. This witness the neighbor witnessed the shooting from his home, had something to say as well. He did concur with there were 4 individuals present when the incident took place. So we can identify them as being Megan, Tory, the bodyguard, Quan Smith, who was the driver, and Kelsey Harris, who was her assistant and best friend. This witness, Sean Kelly, alleged the shooting from his home, testified that individuals he identified as Tory fired shots, but he also said he thought one of the women fired shots because he saw flashes near D. Harris and Pete. So that's near Kelsey and Megan. He said he didn't see a gun, but he saw Megan and Kelsey arguing, and that got a bit violent. It escalated. And then he identified the person as being Tory, got out of the car, the initial flashes, and then he saw more flashes. He testified that Tory was firing everywhere and appeared angry. But also during Megan's testimony, she was asked, did Kelsey shoot her? And she said no. Now back to her friend Kelsey. A lot of people were waiting on this testimony. We thought that this would be a key moment within this trial. But Kelsey Harris, she changed her story when she took the stand, saying she doesn't remember much of what happened that night, prompting questions over which accounted the jury will believe. But a key piece of evidence presented to the jury was a text message that Harris sent to Pete's bodyguard at the time, Justin Edison, moments after the incident, saying, "Help, Tory shot Megan, 911." And when she was asked about the message, she pretty much said that she was panicking and she don't know why she said to Justin. She said, "I didn't see anything happening." That's according to her testimony. Now, when she initially gave testimony, she corroborated details that pointed to Lanez as the alleged shooter in a September video interview with prosecutors. She also claimed that in the interview that Lanez assaulted her and threatened to shoot her. But on the witness stand, she said she doesn't remember that happening. She even went on to say that some things I stated back in September weren't accurate. And she said that she was protecting herself as to why her story changed. So there you go. The jury heard conflicting accounts from Kelsey and merely said that she had no contact with Tory Lanez probably since this incident, because they were also assuming that she took hush money not to say anything. And her not saying anything pretty much helped seal that opinion or that narrative. There were also word of her saying, pleading the fifth, and at moments, and she's also had immunity. So her role in this case is pretty much a little bit odd. She didn't clear up anything. She didn't clear up her name. She didn't clear anyone's name up. She just did not give any information that made this case clear. Which goes on to mention some of the key witnesses. Quan Smith, he was the driver on that night, and we also had Justin Edison, who is Meg's bodyguard, who received a text. However, and according to ABC, they said that there was no indication that Quan Smith was scheduled to testify. But Justin Edison, who was scheduled to testify, did not show up and has been missing, prompting questions about his whereabouts. The overall aura of this case is disappointing. This brown-skinned girl said, "You shot me," and immediately many had doubt. And all she had to say is that I was victimized and we should have believed her. And yes, there were some inconsistencies in stories, Meg stories, Tory stories, and Kelsey's story. And there goes another disappointment. I really don't know what actually happened that night. But what I do know, that Megan was shot. I often quote Murphy's Law, what can go wrong will go wrong. That's why there's a rule under that law that says do not sleep with two best friends, or do not sleep with your best friend's mate behind their back, or understand your drunk meter. And don't just go pulling out guns, shooting about. But this is not what this case is all about. This case is not about Megan against Tory. This is about Daystar Peterson versus the state of California. It's disappointing because you got two talented people in the midst of catapulting their lives and career. One is going to jail, and another one who has to face the trauma of being shot at by a friend. That's why I go back to Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong. And most of us who have surpassed our 20s do understand that we have made some dumb mistakes. But for grace, we have made it through, and we're still making it through. Megan went through a lot of humiliation, and let's be fair, some of it was brought on upon herself, because yes, you do not sleep with your best friends, boyfriends, or people who they're interested in. But her sleeping activities is not what this case is all about. Megan was shot. So the prosecutor's story was parallel to that of Megan's. Tory shot her. The prosecutor having to get from point A, who had the gun, to point B, Megan was shot. The jury looked at the fact that Megan was shot, and Megan and a neighbor witnessed Tory with a gun in his hand at some point shooting. But even the neighbor, which was the witness, mentioned that there was a physical altercation in which Meg and Kelsey did not mention that. But with all of the inconsistencies and stories and inconclusiveness in DNA and the presence or lack of their witnesses, many thought that there would have been at least a mistrial or not guilty. But just so you know, that when she asked for us to protect the black woman, we heard her. Because oftentimes, people do not think that black women could be victimized. But keep in mind that this case is not about Megan Thee Stallion or Megan Pete versus Tory Lanez or Daystar Peterson. This case is between Daystar Peterson and the state of California. So y'all tell me what you think about this story. And yes, it is disappointing and it's heartbreaking because you do see two young people going through this. But at the same time, you must understand your drinking meter. So y'all tell me what you think about the case. I'm sure I left some things out for a reason. But let me know what your opinion is in the comment below. And as always, I appreciate you for watching my channel. Bye now.